Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. I am Carly Francois, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as principal of Dutchtown High School. On behalf of our school, we welcome all family, friends, and guests to share in this important milestone in the lives of our graduates. At this time, I would like to invite Michael Greer, class president, to the podium to begin our ceremony.
Class, please be seated. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and members of my graduating class of Dutchtown High School, I welcome you to the 17th commencement exercise. We are proud that 344 of our 540 graduates are honor graduates, earning a 3.0 or higher grade point average. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as our NJ ROTC presents the colors and Senior Bailey Sullivan sings our national anthem. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation. Class, please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I now call to the podium our third-ranking class member, Destinus Sherry, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In every graduating class, there are certain individuals who, through earnest effort and hard work, have distinguished themselves. Earning the position of the second highest ranking student is Camille Pino, who will now give the invocation.
Please bow your heads. Dear God,
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to gather here today amongst our loved ones as we celebrate all that we have accomplished over the last 4 years. Thank you for giving us the strength to overcome any obstacles we have faced and to learn and grow from them. We thank you for our loving families and the dedicated faculty and staff who have worked hard every day to ensure that we were able to succeed. Please look down on the family and friends of Brianna Bursajay and Brennan Rube, who are here in spirit tonight, graduating with the class of 2019. Finally, we ask that you continue to guide us during this important transition in our lives and to help us achieve our full potential to help those around us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Class, please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Mrs. Carly Francois, our principal.
Thank you, Camille, for that beautiful prayer. I would like to start by introducing the important people seated behind me. I will start with our administrative team, 5 special individuals who are my direct support. Associate Principal Randall Loving. Assistant Principal Ron Brown is helping us tonight in the gym with the live streaming of our graduation ceremony. So I'd like to give him a hand, absolutely. Assistant Principal Rochelle Page. Assistant Principal Courtney Mancuso. And newest to our team, we're very grateful to introduce our Assistant Principal, Mr. Barry Whittington. Now I would like to introduce district staff and school board members. With us tonight, Superintendent David Alexander. Assistant Superintendent A. Denise Graves. Director of Secondary Education, Mia Edwards. Director of Primary Schools, Libby Stafford. Director of Middle Schools, Edith Walker. Director of Technology, Jake Ragusa. Director of Planning and Construction, Mr. Chad Lynch. Public Information Officer, Jackie Tisdale. Human Resource Specialist, Ms. Paola Ochoa. Digital Media Coordinator, Ms. Danielle Evans. Maintenance Supervisor, Jeff Paron. Supervisor of Child Nutrition Programs, Ms. Leuna Johnson. And our district instructional support supervisors who are here tonight, Ms. Kathy LaPipero, Amy Dunn, Terry Tate, Rhonda Matthews, Karen Burat, Mary McMahon, and Miss Paisley Morgan. We also have several board members tonight. Our school board president, Mr. Taft Kleinpeter, board member Julie Bluen, board member Mr. Marty Bourgeois, board member Robin Delaney, board member Louis Lambert, Mr. John Murphy, Mr. John DeFrancis, and finally, Mr. Jared Bursajay. We also have some special administrators here from Early College Option, Principal Dr. Robin Simmons and Assistant Principal Cynthia Jackson. And from Apple Digital Academy, we have Principal Harry Wright and Assistant Principal Missy Zeller. Gotcha. Now, would the administrators, faculty, and staff from our feeder schools please stand and be recognized? Yes, give them a hand. Thank you for all you have done to prepare and grow our Griffins. And of course, the amazing faculty and staff of Dutchtown High School. Please stand. Thanks for all of your sacrifices, all you do every day for every Griffin. All you do to make Dutchtown High School one of the premier high schools in the state of Louisiana. And I would like to especially thank the senior class sponsors and faculty members who have worked tirelessly to make tonight such a distinguished event. Please give them another round of applause. And now, it is time for me to speak to the graduates, members of the class of 2019. This is such a special night, and we have gathered to recognize your accomplishments, but so much more lies ahead of you, and I am so proud knowing how well each of you has been prepared. But before I focus on all the future holds, I, like Jackson and Annie, would like for you to take a moment to ponder all that has brought you to this point. We adults, faculty, staff, parents, family members, and friends have had the privilege of watching you grow physically, academically, socially, emotionally, from slightly overwhelmed freshmen to confident, even dignified Dutchtown graduates. And this is the largest graduating class in Dutchtown High's history. Like a jumbo-sized puzzle with well over 500 pieces, each one of you is needed to create the big picture. The picture that tells the story of the 17th graduating class of Griffins. No puzzle piece is alike, and that is why this class is so special. The puzzle comparison may also be likened to your own individual lives. You've been working on your puzzle for 17, 18, maybe 19 years now. Your high school years make up a very important, but honestly rather small section of your whole picture. You certainly need the pieces you gained while here at Dutchtown, but so much of your puzzle has yet to be put together. Like Savannah and Isabella, I also want to give you a charge for the future. You will continue to search through your puzzle box to find the pieces you need to create your big picture. You will make gains and celebrate once you complete a new chunk in your puzzle, but there will be setbacks. When you get frustrated with your puzzle, feel like you're not getting anywhere, and want to give up, don't. Shake up those pieces. Find a new strategy to attack your puzzle. I love what Rahul Singh, Bollywood actor and author, says. Life is a puzzle. The more you try to resolve it, the more you'll get trapped in its mystery. So let life lead its way and let it teach you the lesson at every phase. As you celebrate this accomplishment, move forward, and continue to succeed, I ask you to always remember and always be grateful for the pieces of your puzzle that represent Dutchtown High. Once a Griffin, always a Griffin. Now I would like to invite Superintendent David Alexander to share a few words.
Well, congratulations, Griffins. It really is an honor and a privilege to have an opportunity to speak to you. Out of all the accomplishments we celebrate in our school system, graduation is perhaps the most important moment of all. And I'm grateful to be able to join you here and honor this, celebrate this, and encourage you maybe a little bit. I want to thank Ms. Francois and the administration at Dutchtown High School, along with all the teachers and the Griffin staff here, and all those that serve in this feeder system for their commitment to the lives. Because their work is the reason we get to be here tonight and celebrate, and the reason you get to be here tonight and celebrate. I know you already know this, but I want to remind you, this day and this moment was in the hopes and dreams of those that love you the most long before it was ever in yours. I'm talking about your parents, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, and all of those family members that knew you before you knew yourself. Additionally, there are a lot more people in your life that have become your extended family, grown to love you, and joined your family in supporting you to this moment. That's your teachers, your coaches, your club sponsors, your principals, assistant principals. So take a quick moment and give all of them a big hand tonight. I would like to thank Kayvon, Nathan, Jonathan, Robert, Mallory, Rebecca, Taylor, Mark, Kaylin, and Titus for spending a little bit of time with me a few weeks ago to help me learn about you guys. During our time together, we talked about some of their favorite memories, and I hope they maybe are some of yours. We discussed those half days you spent back as 10th graders when you generously hosted the Gators after the great flood of 2016. We talked about the good times you had on the memorable snow day and the mention how much fun you all had at throwdown day and field day. We talked about your 9th grade year, how you were nervous, how you dodged construction, how you found that high school teachers were way more friendly than you were told they would be. We also talked about how you survived that brutal 11th grade year, how hard it was in terms of academics. But that ring night when you signed that commitment to graduate and now you're here. We talked about how much you enjoyed your senior year, how you arrived here, as Ms. Francois said, with confidence that you're ready to move on. And we talked about, as Ms. Francois referenced, your class is filled with variety, but you respect each other's differences. You have great pride in your school. You support each other by attending events such as sports, drama, and other performance. And you have a heart for your community and the families in need. And finally, we talked about how you appreciate your teachers who challenged your opinions, allowed you to challenge theirs, and how you believe there was always mutual respect. So this has been a long journey, 13 years, since kindergarten at least. And I'm sure it's hard to believe that it's been that long, because probably you sit here right now, it's like a blink of an eye. You know, there's a lot of perspectives around graduation. Some think it's the end of one thing and the beginning of another. And there's probably some truth to that. This does mark the end of K-12 education. It'll never be the same, even if you keep going on in education. But in many ways, you're going to find the next few days, weeks, years, maybe a few years ahead, still feeling some of the same things you feel right now. So instead of thinking about life as a series of endings and beginnings, I want to encourage you to think about it as going from season to season. You know, when we go from season to season, there remains the feel of one season as you go into another season before there's a big drastic change. There's some that describe our seasons of life in 3 seasons. The one you're in right now, it started at birth, it'll go into your early 20s. It's a time when as a person you become aware of yourself, your talents, your interests, the world around you, the beliefs and principles that you're being taught, and you acquire some academic skills so you can be a lifelong learner. You're moving, though, quickly to a second season. It'll start somewhere in your early to mid-20s, probably last until you're 30 or 40. And during this time, you're going to learn how to accept, be accountable for your own decisions, live by your own principles and beliefs. In addition, during this season, you're going to develop some real personal expertise as it relates to your interests, your talents, and what you believe to be your purpose. And as this chosen area of expertise becomes clearly developed and valued by others, you'll get an opportunity maybe in another season of life, in your later 30s, maybe in your 40s, to assume more responsibility, be responsible for bigger decisions, lead others, and most importantly, mentor and develop others as one of your main purposes. Now, I'm telling you all this for this reason. Don't get discouraged if a few things, or if things a few weeks or a few months from now, or maybe in a couple of years from now, don't feel drastically different. Some of the stuff you think about, you worry about, you understand that you're generally doing, it's going to feel somewhat similar to what it feels right now because you're transitioning to a new season. It may take some time for that to happen, but a new season's coming, that's for sure. And just like the farmer who knows what can grow in each season and what can't, don't miss your opportunities to plant the right things in the next few years. It's easy to get distracted, chase the wrong goals that's intended for a whole nother season. So be intentional. Take advantage of those opportunities. And remember, when you plant things in one season, sometimes they don't grow and finish until the next season. So be patient. Keep in mind a book that you probably all read, and you'll probably read it to your kids, The Tortoise and the Hare. You've all grown up in the age of technology where everything operates at the speed of a hare. Speed is good in the right context, but don't forget, some principles exist and will exist for your children that don't necessarily produce results immediately. Those are hard work, commitment to excellence, taking care of others, and doing what is right, even though it doesn't give you an immediate benefit. So, I'll leave you with this. We truly are proud of you and what you accomplished, and you should be too. Find some purpose before you chase significance, wealth, or fame, because finding your purpose is going to produce a lot of benefits for you and those around you in the seasons ahead. Enjoy celebrating this accomplishment, but do so responsibly and safely. Learn to forgive. Learn to be patient with those that don't agree with you. It makes it easier when you finally discover that they were right and you were wrong. Live well, love well, treat others right, whether they can do anything for you or not. And most of all, God bless. We're proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Alexander. In our graduating class tonight, we have 4 individuals whose commitment to learning and growing as thinkers and leaders has earned them the position of co-valedictorians. I first call to the podium Jackson LaBeouf and Andy Pavelsek, who will offer a reflection on the graduating class of 2019.
Welcome, the best class of Dutchtown High, aka class of 2019.
And welcome family, friends, and anyone who happened to snag a wristband. We finally made it.
Thank you to every teacher, administrator, custodian, and lunch lady who has helped us through, or may have caused, the occasional stress-induced cry session throughout our 4 years at the marvelous Dutchtown High.
Since everyone in the stadium has already given us so much of your time, it seems a little selfish to ask for 4 more minutes, but hear us out.
We are talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yes, you heard me right, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Everything we have done these last 4 years has led up to this moment. We're in the endgame now. But I want to take a look back to where it all started for us, freshman year. For Iron Man, it started in a cave, but for us, it started in the pods of Dutchtown High. Superheroes like Iron Man grew up to face the hardest of challenges, but we had to do something even more daunting, navigate the halls of this hulk of a high school. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have any superpowers to help. Armed with only a schedule and a book sack that was bound to give us back problems, we learned to navigate the world of Dutchtown High, getting faster and better with each passing year.
As sophomores, we are no longer on the receiving end of the upperclassmen yelling, "Freshmen suck" at each and every pep rally, and things were finally looking up. This was also the year of the Great Flood. While it may have felt like our Ragnarok, our immeasurable challenge, we came together as a community to help each other. We opened our school to the Gators, and then we got to share in some of the benefits. Platooning. Half a day worth of school meant scheduled nap times and much less homework. We were thriving, and just like Thor got his mojo back as the god of thunder, we were ready to kick right into junior year, or so we thought.
Junior year was, to put it in a nice way, rough. It really snapped on us and made us lose half our minds with all the assignments, quizzes, tests, and homework. We were not hopeful that we were going to win what felt like an infinity war, but we were sure going to try. There was some good to last year, though. We didn't have any of the Infinity Stones, but we sure did have our ring night. That night, we pledged to make it to where we are now, but at the time, we just wanted to leave junior year as fast as the Dutchtown streaker left the football field.
Now it came time to avenge our junior year by doing this year right. As Dr. Strange calculated, we had a 1 in 14 million chance of surviving high school, and this was it. Not only did we survive high school, but we beat the odds and set up Dutchtown to be even better in 2020. Some highlights being our Thespian Society brought back the Sadie Hawkins dance, Cheer and Griffin girls raised $16,000 for St. Jude, and not only was the powerlifting team created, but one of our seniors broke the state record in deadlift and went on to win nationals. Also, 5 of our sports teams went on to the playoffs this year.
And don't forget, the volleyball team went to the state semifinals for the first time ever.
While these are only a few of our school's accomplishments this year, every battle fought paved the way for a new wave of Avengers in the years to come. Also, throughout the year, our graduating class fought tooth and nail to win the Dutchtown Throwdown. Check. As high school came to an end, we hopped on our bikes and held our heads high for our final exams. And just 1 week ago, we all got together, as the Avengers did, for one last battle, Water Day. And no matter whose side you were on, everyone won that day. So what comes next, we couldn't tell you. There was no end credits scene.
But what we can tell you is this is a start to a new journey for us Griffin Avengers.
Guess we should have learned our alma mater last year. Is it too late?
I don't know about that, but we want to leave you with a few parting words from the one and only Stan Lee.
There is only one who is all-powerful, and his greatest weapon is love. So in the words of Tony Stark,
we love you 3000 Dutchtown High.
Also graduating at the top of their class and offering tonight's inspiration are Bella Jung and Savannah Bird.
Good evening, everyone. I want to begin by thanking our school leaders, teachers, and parents for their unwavering support. I am honored to be standing here, alongside and in front of talented peers, sharing a speech that I hope will provide each one of you with the courage to respectfully close one chapter and intentionally open another. I use the word courage because we're in the middle of a transition, a life-changing transition with all we have ever known behind us and all we can do ahead of us. That can be frightening, but lucky for us, we're Griffins, a hybrid of the powerful lion and bold eagle. This means that courage runs in our veins. We have the ability to do something that frightens us. I recently heard a quote that said, "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough." This quote is talking about that healthy bit of fear, the kind that keeps you moving and seeking more from life. I've taken it to mean looking at something outside your comfort zone and thinking, I'm going to do this. Whether it is going to the college you've been dreaming about, creating healthy relationships, joining the military, finding a job in your career field, traveling and volunteering, or even just coming into your own. These goals that we set for ourselves are going to feel daunting. That just means you're doing something right. You're challenging yourself to grow as a person, and you're headed toward success. Find your courage, put in the work, and see just how good it feels to shatter those goals you didn't think you would. Because like Mary Poppins said, everything is possible, even the impossible.
The fact that I'm standing here speaking to the Dutchtown class of 2019 is as much of a surprise to me as it is an honor, because I find it difficult to speak up when I'm only talking to one or two people. So I never expected to be in a situation where I'm speaking in front of more people than I can count. It's very easy to tell yourself that there are some things that are not worth trying, that there are some things you'll never succeed at. However, if the fact that I'm standing here is any indication, the future can be pretty unpredictable. Unlikely events are inevitable, in the sense that if there's one fact that can be known with certainty about the future, it's that nothing about the future can be known with certainty. Sometimes the greatest successes occur when failure seems unavoidable. So in creating your future, don't just try because you decide you can succeed. Succeed because you decide to try, even when you think you might fail. There are countless paths that you may have the opportunity to take in the future, and countless destinations these paths may lead you to. Not every path is going to be the right one for you, and that's okay. If you fail to reach your destination, you can always go back to where you started and try again. If you succeed, you will find yourself somewhere better than where you started. But if you choose inaction over the risk of failure, the only destination you can possibly reach is your starting point. I have confidence that everyone here has the potential to go on to a great future. You may not be at your destination yet, but you've made it to an excellent starting point. When you receive your diplomas, I hope you're reminded not only of your movement towards the future, but also of how much you've already achieved. Congratulations, class of 2019. I hope that you all leave here proud of what you've accomplished in your life so far.
Our principal, Ms. Francois, along with our associate principal, Mr. Randy Loving, and our assistant principals, Mr. Ron Brown, Ms. Rochelle Page, Mr. Barry Whittington, and Mrs. Courtney Mancuso will now present diplomas.
Test. Savannah Bird. Jackson LaBeouf. Isabella Jung. Anna Pavlicek. Camille Pino. Destin DeSherry. Stephanie Wong. Rebecca Lilly. Michelle Wong. Sarah Burt. Parker Blackwell. Olivia Francois. Haley Junka. Mason Thibodeau. Aria Rife. Alexandra Hawk. Alicia Wesley. Nadia Para. Olivia Simmons.
Kaylin Harms. Rodney Harris. Courtney Connolly. Tanisha Priya Agarwal. Trevor Carl. Jacqueline LaGrange. Avery Anderson. Jack Simmons. Callie Commerdale. Cameron Couttois. Lorna Salvador. Noah Holmes. Shelley Kleinpeter. Riley Eli. Camden Creel. Madison Lee. Karen Laperouse. Deja Jones. Cyrus Bauman.
Madeline Richard. Alexandra Hunt. Andrea Granera. John Hurst. Caitlin Thompson. Keandra Carter. Ibrahim Saizad. Ryan Howe. Nicholas Battaglia. Kayla Bougere. Andrew Clark. Ashlyn Pettis. Caitlin Cameron. Lee Broussard. Grace Hidalgo. Molly LaCroix. Kaylee Martin. Annalise Vidrine. Hayden Willis.
Devin Tier. Issa Haddad. Rebecca Henson. Sydney Tomplay. Emily Ritchie. Chloe Whitney. Taylor Thompson. Allison Rice. Jake Kinchin. Dominic Purdy. Maria DeRoche. Kiplin Martin. Anna DeBoard. Jaden Purley. Joseph Smith. Alyssa Johnson. Joseph Faulkner. Dylan Larzelier. Hannah Michael.
Lauren Jetson. Blake Gidry. Kiara Brumfield. Martin Dampier. Jamie Stevens. Sophia Bradley. Olivia Loop. Lauren White. Caroline Babin. Chow Tran. Mason Zumwalt. Chloe Alper. Melanie Morgan. Caitlin Thornton. Grace Bradley. Hannah Chasson. Mitchell Brooks. Zachary Babin. Peyton Berry.
Sydney Grace Thibodeau. Lillian Allen. Alejandra Diaz Aragon. Brennan Abbott. Gabriel Renault. Cameron Green. Caitlin Bell. Olivia Arsenault. Jacob Lofton. Suleiman Kayed. Kristen St. Pierre. Peyton Nightshed. McKenna Ammons. Ebony Norwood. Nikayla George.
Love you, Nikayla.
Cody Acosta. Brooke Knapp. Megan Little. Bria Stevens.
Carter Roussel. Alyssa Amade. Tori Jackson. Brennan Williams. Elizabeth Panu. Gracie Schilling. Olivia Schmidt. Naomi Vojvodich. Ning Zhang. Cameron East. Ashlyn Petty. Brianna Melanson. Molly Stutz. Jacob Williams. Lauren Patterson. Dia Patel. Madison Staley. Julia Rip. Madison Sanchez.
Jasmine Mather. Addison Fauché. Brett Jackson. Sarah Grace Duplessis.
Oh, yes, Sarah!
Uzoamaka Njoku.
Oh, yeah, Uzo!
Stella Wilson.
Oh, yeah, Stella!
Ross Claymont. Michael O'Donnell. Fiona Atchison. Kathleen Capone. Peyton Gochinsky. Ainsley Savoy. Lindsay Hall. Autumn Graffio. Abby Scheck-Snyder. Bo Bordelon.
Let's go, Bo. Good fortnight, dance. Let's go. Let's go.
Santiago Valderrama. Kendall Barnes. Zachary Bro.
Gabrielle LaFleur. Chloe Panks. Anna Lejean. Amelie Smith. Lauren Lonnie. Jordan Melanson. Maya Fernbaugh. Morgan Little. Jacob Lott. Haley Lucio. Zachary Steyer. Hope Foster. Corinne Bonadonna. Thomas Bushart Jr. Jonathan Lagatuda. Litzy Morales. Ethan Johnson. Jack Jones. Devin Liu.
Benjamin Bolsini. Hannah Bird. Taylor Jacks. Angeli Rodriguez. Natalie Wright. Carson Drago. Khalid Woodridge. Chase Baldwin. Holland Jr. Bryn Willis. Madison Stumpf. Amy Ramirez. Lynn Semino. Nicholas Birdwell. Kyra Coleman. Haley Pipkin. Jordan Jackson. Gervais Chevalier V. Kalia Gatlin.
Alexis Bryant. Mark Desidere. Phoebe Poche. Gary Smith Jr. Thomas Elliott. Trey Martin. Ashlyn Wheat. Lacey Trujillo. Bailey Sullivan. Sean Winkler. Brianne Pierce. Ainsley Lucio.
Yeah, Sean.
Emily Shirey. Michael Greer. Madison Wolf. Tyree Griffin. Skylar Boyd. Joshua Bigner. Alyssa Grenfell.
Robert Liggett. Paul Payne. Megan Prater. Anna Orihuela. Brandy Henderson. Alexis Reese. Tam Wynn. Jenna Cefalu. Jazion Johnson. Rebecca Rodriguez. Ayana Green. Blakeney Anderson. Zoe Fife. Haley Francis. Aaron Stevens. Kylie Kane. Margaret LeBeau. Nicholas Couture. Naya Williams.
Nicholas Saya. Cameron Brown. Yulia Abney. Matthew Hurt. Hannah Lejeune. Aaliyah Swift. Cleveland Jackson. Draylon Monroe. Tori Davis. Mia Vivalacqua. Scarlett Olson. Colin Hatchett. Titus Riggins. Peyton Kimbrough. Carrigan Lewis. Hannah Taylor. Cassidy Duffield. Caitlin Smith. Jalen Mason.
Sean Burris. Christopher Domingue. Ethan Stutzman. Amber Osborne. Sierra Valaga. Elena Wall. Grace Ferrari. Peyton Fromenthal. Kendall Turner. Madeline Moulet. Kaylee Sharp. Morgan Wilson. Tegan Chung. Colin Stinson. Brianna Johnson. Eric Hidalgo. Grace Fontenot. Ryan Babin. Andrew Whitney.
Amaya Williams. Faith Abear. Bryce Stelly. Julie Tran. Camille Hahn. Trent Scallon. Haley Stokes. Sophie Jones. Ethan Dodd. Devani Retta. Elena Robinson. Sebastian Lopez. Abby Sanford. Matthew Ritchie. Cade Moore. Catherine Bullock. Brennan McClin. Drake Kazdasu.
Megan Venable. Padil Youssef. Parley Hung. Derek Montoya. Chelsea Smith. Mallory Sagne. Edgar Ray. Nathan Brown. Madison McCauley. Reeve Kidder. John Ethan DeFrancis. Gabriel Rodriguez. J.C. Foster. William Reed. Brandon Pierce. Alyssa Caston. Julian Risch. Jacob Doyle. Melanie Maldonado.
Janae Branger. Riley Crochet. Madeline Gray. Caitlin Gaines. Taylon Goldsberry. Cody Milton. Alan Alley III. Jordan Chenevert.
Yeah, George! Yeah, George, you better eat up!
Luke Johnson.
Yeah, George!
Angela Grijalva.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! I'm telling you! Yeah!
Tiffany Brooks. Shelby Claymont.
Call your name quick. Call your name quick. Go on.
Tiasia Day.
Blake Davis. Cade Duplantis. Sophia Berilou. Laura Brunson. Katie Welch. Johnny Angelo. Rustin Elaine. Akoria Warner. Hannah Millett. Braden Caskey. Deja Chambers. Wesley Daniel II.
Kayvon Albert. Hunter Addison. Eric Alday. Brianna Alexander. Andrew Alexis. Grant Arnett. Jaden Ashley. Brantley Babin. Dalton Barbier. Manning Bergeron. Tavian Bishop. Jackson Bleakley. Bo Blunchy. Zachary Bohannon. David Bordelon. Grace Boudreau. Kyle Bowman. Kennedy Boxey. Courtney Claire Breakville.
Jake Cephalou. Elena Bush. Michaela Bush. Chelsea Kane. Shelby Calais. Nicholas Caldwell. Christopher Calais. Kaylee Canova. Alexander Carlo. David Carrillo. McKenna Chafee. Samuel Charles Jr. Sarah Chasson. August Chopin. Clark. Jordan Cobb. Eric Coleman Jr. Chase Kennard. Garrett Cook.
Kaylee Corley. Bryce Kuzan. Azion Creasy. Leyland Daigle. Anicia Darville. Jonquetta Darville. Kelsey David. Devin Davis. Mackenzie Davis. Noah Davis. Ashton Dieters. Mason DeSherry. Carrington Dixon. Tazarian Dunbar. Brendan Faber. Gabriel Fabre. Jordan Finn. Landon Fleming. McKinley Gainwell.
Oh yeah, what you did?
Brandon Garcia. Avery Gilbert. Mandy Goldman. Alexander Goodwin. Hope Gorham. Kareem Gray. Kennedy Gray. Tyreek Green. Mary Grumbling. Nathan Guidros.
Timothy Habersreitinger. Mason Halliburton. Hunter Abear. Kaylin Henderson. Hunter Henricks. Josie Hernandez. Carlos Herrera. Sierra Hoover. Larkin Hudson.
Brandon Jackson. Jonathan Jackson Jr. Joshua Johnnies. Achilles Johnson. Ariel Jones. Lamarcus Jones. Kylan Joseph. Kyle Corns. Cassidy Kathman. Victoria Kelly. Aya Khaled. Victoria Kamanavong. Derek Lambert. Emily Lambert. Slade Laney. Caleb Lawson. Chad LeBlanc. Kennedy Lee.
Brenda Leva. Jude Levy. Shane Levy. Austin Little. Brilliance Lodge. Ross Lowry. Ryan Lowry. Alexia Madison. Emily Macon. Emily Maroney. Austin Martina. Jorge Martinez. Jason Matthews. Noah Matthews. Terry Matthews. Amber McCoy. Prentice McQuarrie. Aiden McGowan. Jeremy Miles Jr.
Madigan Mooney. Alan Moore. Marlon Vasquez. Fernanda Morales. Peyton Moulard. Demarius Nash. Taylor Newman. Kaylin Paul. Holden Parent. Erica Pasqua. Brandon Passig. Jordan Purley. Colin Pendergrass. Joshua Pham. Casey Prevost. Roberto Ramirez. Kevin Riley II. Anthony Robson. Asia Robson.
Derek Rogers. Mary Claire Roussel. Austin Sanders. Bryce Schecksnyder. Jackson Schecksnyder. Catherine Schwartz. Aaliyah Scott. Devon Seamster. Britton Sheets. Jacoby Smith. Parker Smith. Stuart Smith Jr. Chase Solit. Reginald Spears Jr. Mallory Stanley. Tiana Stevens. Diamond Stevenson. Raymond Street Jr. Devin Suffren.
Austin Swift. Chastity Tacno. Joshua Thompson. Isabella Tahansavan. Tasia Thornton. Mauricio Ulloa. Marisol Vasquez. Miles Vessel. Jasmine Warden. Colin Watkins. Dazion Eames. Zywan Frazier.
Alexandria White. Rihanna White. Landon Wild. Samuel Wilkins. Fernando Williams III. Jacoby Williams. Jamar Williams. Madison Williams. Noah Williard. Bradley Wolf. Charisma Young.
Michael Greer. I thought I needed you at the podium and I'm wrong, but just come stand with me anyway. You know, it's been a long night, right? You can help me. Sorry, my bad. Elena Robinson will now lead us in the singing of the alma mater. Faculty and class, please rise. Sorry, dude. Thank you for making it.
Dutchtown High, our dear alma mater, your sons and daughters pledge to thee our love and deepest devotion with gratitude and loyalty. Noble Griffin, bold and wise, you fill our hearts with pride, with knowledge, strength, and unity. We'll conquer side by side. Silver, black, and purple, your colors, your banner waves triumphantly. Your history so rich rich and profound, proclaims our successful destiny. We love you, Dutchtown High.